Well, it's always great to meet up with a man who was synonymous with so many European Tour victories at Ryder Cups, not only as a player, but of course back in the Celtic manor when he was captain. Colin Montgomerie here in the DP World Tour hospitality area to enjoy and savour what is special about a Ryder Cup from behind the ropes.
Very much so. It's a pleasure to join you, and isn't it a pleasure to see the scoreboard as it is? Fantastic. And yeah, they say what's been going wrong? Is it us that is it Europe that have been so good, or is it America being poor? Is it a bit of both? And there's got to be more for Europe. I think forgiving America for their play, there's more on Europe. We were very lucky that having won in Rome, this big push to win away from home was set there. The day after was set there. We decided, right, let's keep some continuity here by keeping the captain, keeping the team. Really, 11 out of 12 are the same team, and one's a direct twin, so they're of the same egg, for goodness sake. So it's the continuity. That winning mentality has been set in stone, and it was a great decision by the tour to keep Luke Donald as the captain, not to give another guy a captain who starts from scratch. And it was great. Once you've done it once, right, lads, do it again.
How hard is it to win in America? I think you did it as a member of two winning teams.
I did it.
95 and in 04, where you absolutely obliterated them. How hard was it? Did it feel even then to get it across the line?
It's very difficult going away from home, and you can see it here. The crowd are very boisterous. I wouldn't say hostile yet, but we'll see. But at the same time, I think the times that I had played in 91 and 99, having been in the losing teams there, it was quite hostile. But at the same time, in winning in 95 and 2004, we were the better team. 2004, Langer's famous victory, the dramatic victory we had in 2004, we were the better 12. And we just have to go out and prove it. And what's happened here is we proved it. We've proved it that we are the better 12. And that was never the case before. We had a good 6, we had a good 7 in our day. And then we had the 5 rookies, if you like, that had to support, especially in the singles, had to support us that well. And we got just about over the line. Now we can mix and match. We've got 12. In fact, we've got 20. We could bring in another 8 that are as good as the 12 that are on the playing field. So I think it's a matter of just going out there and proving how good you are. Show off,
How impressed are you? Because it can get vociferous.
Mm-hmm.
Rory McIlroy, like you were the villain of the piece, and they'd give you some jip. Rory is the sort of center of focus here.
Yes.
And you were you were the talisman for the team, and so is Rory. Is it easy? Do you think he's handling it well?
Very, very well. Look at his scores. And he's got a great partner in Fleetwood when they played together, so that was a great, the Fleetwood Mac thing, superb. Yes, he's the biggest threat. He's the, so-called our best player, so therefore the biggest threat. As I became in the late 90s, the biggest threat. And you tend to get it, you tend to get it more than not by then. But I think he's handled it very well, very well. He can't, not one of our team can be seen to be letting their other teammates down by reacting to the situation. It's water off a duck's back. Let it go. It's not personal. They know it's not personal. You never see these guys ever again in your life. All right? So forget it and get on with the game in hand. And that's what they've done so well.
It's easier said than done, though.
Very much so.
How hard was it for you to block it out and go,
there was occasions where it wasn't. I had to stop on the backswing a couple of times and actually say, look, this isn't golf. This isn't in any way etiquette of golf, and embarrassing themselves. But the more they cheer, it's funny, the more they cheer against us, the more we wanted to actually go and actually do it, and actually win away from home. And to be on a winning away team twice was a real honor for me. You talk about the Ryder Cup, and you talk about, the wins and what have you. The 2 wins away were absolutely fabulous. One under Bernard Gallagher's guidance and one under Bernard Langer. And superb. And I'll take that with me as a history of winning away from home twice.
You've alluded to Luke Donald. How good a captain is he? You've mentioned there experience of Bernard Gallagher. He had a few goes at it, but Bernard Langer, you can almost look at similar calm personalities, very cerebral characters.
Oh,
How
totally.
important is that coming to America?
Oh, it's very important. You have to walk off that opening stage at the opening ceremony respecting one's captain. And that's what our team did. We did that with Bernard Langer too. Whenever Bernard Langer said, we knew he was the ultimate diplomat. He wasn't going to get things wrong. He'd plan A, B, C, D. We didn't need plan B, C, D.
Yeah.
We stuck to plan A, as Luke is doing now. The respect of the players for Luke is huge, and that's a massive feel within the team. There's not 12 in this team. There's 13, and Luke has made it that way. A very, very safe pair of hands.
Now, when you won in 2004, there was much made of Tiger Woods. And I remember your first match, when you won it, you were playing with Padraig Harrington, and you won that match. Does it surprise you that Tiger Woods never adapted? And now we're looking at Scottie Scheffler, and we're seeing he's completely dominating stroke play. But coming here, he looks like a fish out of water. You wouldn't think he's a world number. What is the similarity between him and Tiger Woods that they can't cope well with Ryder Cup? Is there something?
There's a lot of truth in that, that we've been saying for a long time that our three top players this year were McIlroy, Fleetwood and Rahm, and they've all performed. They've all performed, and that's why we're doing as well as we are. Tiger Woods never quite performed, and Scottie Scheffler has played well, in matches and hasn't got a point, hasn't got half a point. So there's something in that. Is the pressure too much? Are they having to carry this team on their back? Possibly. Is it difficult for their opponent to play with them? As I did when I started out with Nick Faldo, the word Faldo was on the ball.
Yeah.
And I thought, oh God, I can't lose this. I can't lose this golf ball. I'm in trouble. If you did, I bet he's reminded you saying, I can find it. But yeah, there's something not right, Now, whether that comes from the team room, is he coming out to the first tee, hasn't got that? I don't know. There's something might be going on in the team room, or there's something not right, because the guy has dominated the world of golf for the last 3 years, and yet here, no. It's a weird scenario, and I'd love to be in there. I'd love to be a fly on the wall in the American team room to see what's been said, or rather what hasn't been said.
When you were playing Tiger Woods in the Ryder Cups, did you think, I'm not worried here, even though the Americans would have been saying, well, it's Tiger Woods. Is it the same here? The European team are probably saying, well, it's Scottie in the Ryder Cup, and he's nowhere near the player who can run away with the Open Championship.
Sure. There's no fear anymore. There's no fear. Our team is set. We won it in Rome so well after a thrashing at Whistling Straits, remember? Even if we'd got close at Rome would have been good. Never mind winning it the way we did. So that gave us huge confidence. And I think there's no fear. There's no fear. The Europeans are playing without fear. And it's and you can see that, the freedom. The putts are being hit a foot harder. Everyone's on the same side. They're all playing for each other. And I think that the fear of the Tiger Woods, the Mickelson, the Dustin Johnson, the Bubba Watsons of this world is gone. There's nobody that Europe fears.
And that seems, because we've got Tommy comes over and wins the FedEx. So it's almost like, well, we're so used to playing out here, it's our backyard. Whereas before, when even in 95, I don't know how much you were playing on over here, did you feel then more intimidated coming over here because you didn't play and the rest of the team didn't play as much?
Oh, very much so, especially the first Ryder Cup I played in 91. I didn't know Lanny Watkins, I didn't know Halo, and I didn't know Ray Floyd, Payne Stewart, Mark O'Meara. I'd never met them. And now you're actually playing against them. Oh, God, God, these guys are quite good. But now they're playing within themselves. There's not one really DP World player, really, within this team. They're all based in America. They're all American Tour pros. They're all, based in America. They're all members of the tour. So it's a very different feel right now. So therefore, yes, they've beaten Scottie Scheffler. He's beaten them. Fine. So there's no fear the same of someone that you don't know, and the expectation goes. When we came up against Woods and Mickelson, we hadn't played a lot alongside them. And go, Christ, hang on, 1 and 2 in the world, hang on. So Padraig and I did particularly well to go and beat them that first morning. Yeah.
Well, I remember that, and the head scratching was there. Why Hal Sutton put them together?
Yeah.
Well, no, I'd actually, when you see a pairing like that, I'd love to know the insight. What was the head scratch? Was the head scratching in the European team going? My God, why is he putting them together? What were you thinking?
This was, well, for an American setup, this was all eggs in one basket, right? Yeah. They had to win. Expectation was they should win. Are they going to win, you know? And I said to Podrick, God, that evening, when the draw came out, I said, right, we got a game on tomorrow. Here, lad. What are we going to do? And I was saying to him, okay, they drive the ball longer than us. Their arms are better. They chip the ball better, and they're better potters than us.
Okay.
I said,
that's a good team talk.
Right. The one thing we've got to do is, how do we beat them? And he said the same as me. Right. We score lower. Okay. We score lower than they do. And that's what we did. We're not saying we're technically as good as them. We weren't. But I tell you what we did do. We dovetailed and we scored lower than them and we beat them. And that was the only way we could do it.
And that set the tone.
Yeah.
Now, Luke Donald's done 2.
Mm-hmm.
We know after, and you alluded to here, there was 2 more years the team chanted. Do you think they're going to be going 2 more years when we head back to Ireland?
Well, why not? Why not? Luke Donald could do 3. Bernard Gallagher did 3. Tony Jacklin did 4. Why can't we now go for 3? Why do we change? Why should we change if Luke's available and wants to do it? Why do we have to go, okay, we'll have someone else now and start from scratch when it's obviously a winning formula? Stick with it. And if I was on the board, I'd be going, right, Luke, can you please do this again?
He seems to enjoy it though, doesn't he? In his very calm way.
Very calm way. As soon as he took over from Henrik Stenson through the live chaos that it was, and Luke Donald took over, I thought, safe pair of hands here. We're in a safe place. And to win in Rome was superb because that American team was strong in Rome. Stronger team than they've had here, actually. This is a weaker American team with 4 rookies on it than they had in Rome. And but he did exceptionally well in Rome. Such a good job. He was asked back again. And that's the ultimate praise.
So 2 more years for Luke Donald is what you're saying.
Could be.
But it's been amazing. Lovely to catch up again with you, Colin. Going down memory lanes of my first one was Belfry in 2002. You were lead-off singles player, weren't you there, Monday?
I was. Scott Hope, the lead-off singles. Sam put me out first. And I thought you dropped me, actually. I thought you dropped me because my name's long. It's got 11 letters, Montgomerie, right? And I was looking for Montgomerie on the list. I couldn't find it. And he'd put Monty at the top. So I thought, oh my God, hang on, Sam, what have you done? And he winked at me across the table because we didn't know. I went out first and yes, I mean, it worked okay, but it was 8 all going into singles. We needed some blue on the board. This is very different here.
Well, man, fantastic to catch up. You've given me lots of Ryder Cup memories. Nice to go back down Detroit memory lane, and then also hopefully we'll go away with lots of memories from here. Colin, lovely to catch up.
Thank you.
On AM, on DAB, via the TalkSport app and on your smart speaker. TalkSport.